We're live. Oh, woo! What is going on, guys?
Damn, you're white as hell, bro.
What?
The man over there is white as hell.
Don't say why you're so white, bro.
There's a light right there, and I'm wearing a white
Oh,
sweater.
shit. Whatever. Guys, breaking news. It is, what's today's date?
The 11th.
The 11th. March 11th. Monday. First day of the week. And we got some, I don't know how to take this news, man. Freaking out right now, but Zidane's back. I'll be back, bitches.
I said, in our post earlier today, I said, we're gonna talk about it on Thursday. We couldn't wait.
Yeah, so guys, obviously this is a special. We have to talk about this. We brought Josue in here, who is also a Real Madrid supporter and is going to be our new blog correspondent. Woo! 2 special announcements in one pod. And one live video. That's awesome. And we're also live on YouTube, so Marco, make sure you see if anybody comments or asks any questions. So
I'm gonna ignore every single one of them.
Awesome. All right, guys. So let's take it to what we're here for today. Real Madrid. What the fuck? Zizou is back. Guys, give me your reaction. I don't know how to take this news. I'm nervous. I'm happy. Just go ahead.
He just threw it on us.
Yeah, man. I don't know how to react.
I'm happy, dude. I'm happy. I am thrilled that he's back. It sucks for Solari. He had to go through what he went through, and
He did his best.
He tried. The team was broken when he got it, and he tried to fix it for a little bit. It was good, but it wasn't enough. So what they did, they went back and got the best coach that they've ever had, and that's Zizou. And Zizou said that he was thrilled to come back. I'm happy. I'm excited. There's nothing to win because we have nothing. The only way that we can win is if Barcelona decides to lose 4 fucking games.
Can't forget about Atletico either.
And them too. So there's nothing to win. All we have to do is stay top 4. And let's see what Zidane can create for this upcoming season. That's the main goal right now, is for him to try out all these players that he has now, see what he likes, see how they work together, and see what adjustments and what kind of players he's going to try to bring in for the next season. So that's what I'm excited for.
Well, I'm excited, of course. I mean, we all got to witness what Zizou did at his time in Madrid. For how long? 3 years he was there?
3 years?
3 years.
3.5 years, was it? Or 3 years in
I think it was 3 years, and then 2 years as an assistant coach to Ancelotti. But no, I mean, Madrid needed it. Madrid needed, a good coach, a great coach with history with the team, knowing how the team works, how the fans, how everything with the club works. And I mean, you gotta appreciate to Solari what he did. No, it's Solari.
Solari.
Yeah. It says Solari. That's the Brazilian. Solari.
Wrong one, bro.
What he did. He tried to fix a broken team under what was his name? The first coach that quit Spain. Yeah. He tried to fix what he tried to fix what he left. And you gotta appreciate what he did, because he tried his best. Like he got a couple of wins, he got a good win, a few winning streaks with the team. But it just wasn't enough. The club was breaking apart with the injuries, with the transfer rumors, with Florentino, Perez, and all that kind of stuff. It just went to shambles. And now with Zizou back, honestly, the team is still broken, even though Zidane is coming back.
So he's not the answer to our problems.
No, he is not the answer until he's just there to try to get that broken team, put a couple of band-aids on, a cast, and get that repairing shit done. And everybody has so much respect to Zidane, especially after what he did. Everybody on the team, everybody in the club. And of course, it's probably good news and probably bad news for certain players, for certain people. But it's definitely going to be an upbringing for Real Madrid. And I'm excited. And I'm sure, all the fans in the world for Real Madrid is definitely excited about this.
Who can it be bad for? I think the only player that it would technically be bad for, it would be James Rodriguez, because that just means that he's never going to come back.
Well, James Rodriguez always had issues with the other coaches that was there, even including Ancelotti, including with everybody. James Rodriguez is just a player that didn't find his, I guess, his role or his connection with all the coaches that were there. Yes, he was part of the Champions League squad when they beat Atletico that one year, but after that there was no connection. I don't know. The player that I think would be Zidane, and that he would have trouble with is probably Bale, because I don't know. I mean,
Do you think Bale's really staying after the whole shit seasons he's had this year? I mean, granted, he did come off a huge Champions League win, but do you think they were going to keep him the rest of for the next season?
well, if Madrid is going to try to buy more players, he's going to have to go.
Yeah.
He's the most expensive player on the squad right now, in my perspective.
Well, he is.
And he's in form.
But no, let's bring back to Zidane real quick. Do you really think that he was going to come back at this point in his hiatus from coaching, or do you think that there was some kind of deal made where Perez was like, all right, I'm going to get you both Neymar and Mbappe, and you can coach for us again?
Well, I don't think he said this specifically.
I'm just saying, but you know why?
I think there had to be a negotiation, and it was like, all right, a promise to, if you come back, I'm going to allow you to basically pick and choose who's staying and who's going, and ask for players, and I will make sure that we get them for you, or at least try. And we're not, and that's what I think what Zidane was missing last time, was that Real Madrid had the mentality is that we're not going to buy big players, we're going to build players, we're going to create players.
So you think Zidane wants players?
So I think Zidane is going to be half and half. It's going to be, I want 2 or 3 good ones that already have experience that are good, and then we're going to build around them, and we're going to keep what we have and see what we need and what we don't. So right now, basically all the players that are in the league, in the team right now, are basically going to be tested. Let's see what if they want to be here or if they don't, and let's see. They have 11 games to show it.
I'm not gonna lie, Zidane does not have a connection with Courtois at all.
I'm not happy about
Navas
that.
is back.
Yeah, we were just saying that.
That's
is back.
one thing that I'd said, because when I was at Zidane's back when we were upstairs in our monthly meeting, was that I have a feeling, me wishful thinking, now as in not leaving next season. So with Lopetegui and with Solari at the end, I actually thought Navas was leaving. It's like, okay, he's gone. I don't think he's going to end up leaving. Well, my wishful thinking, my hopefulness inside of me says that he's not leaving. He's going to actually, Navas is actually going to stay. And I wouldn't be surprised that out of the 11 games that are coming up, 5 or 6 of them was played by Navas.
Yeah.
Every single game from here on out is going to be 1 each. Mm-hmm. Now,
do you think Zidane is going to split between Navas and Courtois? Like one goalkeeper will play the away matches, the other goalkeeper plays the home matches.
I think it's gonna. If I were Zidane, there's 11 games, either or. Meaning you start. Courtois starts the next game. The following one, I don't care where it's at. Navas plays it. The following and just skip every other game. There's a different player. And that, I think that's the fair way of doing it for the next 11, because that's what we have. Mm-hmm. We have is 11 games. We don't have Copa del Rey. We don't have Champions League. We don't have none of that.
It's all La Liga games.
So I mean, kind of piggybacking off what you're saying right now, we only have these last 2 games left. Our fellow bench warmer Eddie did write in and asked, "What are your thoughts on bringing in Zidane this late in the season, instead of having Solari finish out the season, instead of being a blemish on Zidane's CV?"
I don't think it's a dumb move, to be honest, as much as some people think it is a dumb move. It's better to bring an experienced coach, especially Zidane, a coach like who has this high forget the word, but anyways, like he did a lot with Madrid, and I don't think it's a dumb move, because like it's better to bring him in now. That way he could know what needs to be fixed, find out where the holes are, bring in the players that he needs to bring, send out the players that needs to be sent out either on transfer or on loan to get more experience of the professional level, like the young guys like Llorente. Who's that left back again?
Reguilón.
That guy. I could never say his name. You'll probably send out Courtois even on loan.
I hope
it's possible. Any of this is possible under Zidane, because he he knows what's right for the team. He'll know what needs to be filled in those gaping holes, what needs to be changed, what tactics, what formation, what starting lineup, what bench lineup, what teams need a little bit more practice before they could come up with a big squad and all that kind of stuff. And, he has the entire summer as well to like fix that, like to with the whole over the seas challenge and all that kind of stuff, either here or in Asia.
And that's I kind of agree. I actually really agree with what you're saying there. I think what Real Madrid did with Lopetegui was completely wrong in the manner that they did it. I understand that this isn't the best manner we can do it, but who else to bring in than Zidane, who's won 3 back-to-back Champions League and
He's won 9 trophies
history. He's won,
in 2 years and a half.
And he's a legend of the club, and we've seen the success. We know the club has money to buy players, and we know he knows what he needs. So I think the appointment of this one, although it is a little chaotic, it's still better than the way that the whole Lopetegui one was done to begin with.
But
I agree, and just to piggyback, that's what these 11 games are. They're basically a test for all the players that are on the squad right now to show their worth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to be part of this team? That's the one thing that he didn't have the first time he came on. Sorry. That's the thing that most coaches don't have once they come on.
What's that?
Is having official games. Most coaches come in the summer transfer window. They only get friendlies. The friendlies are just to showcase to bring in the cantera and use them for a little bit. And the majority of your players are on vacation, so you really don't get to try them out. You don't get to try formations. You start that off once the season starts. With Zidane, because this is technically not his team, even though he's coached, I want to say a good 75-80% of the players, it's still they've created different habits in the past 280 days that he hasn't been coaching them. So what he has to do, he has to take away those habits. He has to build new ones and build confidence. A lot of players don't have confidence right now.
Yeah.
Is was one of them. Marcelo has lost his confidence. There are players that, for Zidane, under Zidane, they were key players. The next 11 days, we'll find out if Marcelo feels comfortable staying in Real Madrid, if he wants to actually leave and go to Juventus, if Isco is actually fit, is he just had issues with Solari, or if he really isn't feeling comfortable Real Madrid and just wants to leave. So this is I think that's why this is perfect for him to come in, because it gives them all these options.
So, all right, 2 more questions, and I think we can probably end there. First one being, why do you think he left to begin with?
He made his mark. He won 9 trophies, like Marco said, in the 2.5 years he was there, as well as winning, a couple of trophies as an assistant manager with Ancelotti. He made his mark as a player, as an assistant manager, as a coach. So it was his right time to leave. I wasn't mad when he left.
I was heartbroken.
I mean, I wasn't mad.
Timing.
It was perfect timing.
No, it was, but I was so heartbroken though.
But you also have to consider he saw this coming. He saw that in his statement when he left. He said that there was situations in the locker room that he himself felt that he wasn't going to fix, and maybe him leaving would help.
Maybe not just in the locker room. Maybe with the whole president and everything.
Yeah. What's the problem though? Ronaldo left. He left too. He could have easily.
Dude, Ronaldo, even though he might have been the biggest ego, he's not the only one. The only ego in the locker room.
They love each other though. But this him aside.
I'm just saying that. I'm just putting that out there. But I think he left because 1, he won everything, and 2, because he felt that it was going to start becoming a shit show. So he wasn't going to temper his greatness, his 2 years and a half, his 9 trophies. He left at the perfect time. He let out the shit hit the fan. He let all this shit happen. And what happens, he comes back and he looks like a hero. And I love it.
The way he coaches, the way he plays, he waits for the perfect pass and he makes sure the perfect time to come back to coach.
I don't think he did that on purpose.
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did,
but it kind of looks like
it. It kind of does, right?
It looks like you're like this.
He foresaw the shit show about to hit Madrid, and
calling him a psychic right now,
dude. He did fucking ball like fucking.
Like,
he probably
hit with the crystal ball and shit.
I don't know, man. Because seriously, why would you leave the club after such a triumphant run? Yeah, he made his mark. I agree with you on that. But then to come back, not even a year later.
200 and something days.
Less than a year later, you're back at the club that you were just formerly coaching, who literally got knocked out of every competition in a matter of a week.
Yeah, because whatever happened in those 208 days, you can't blame it on him.
You can't, but
and then now he rebuilds. He rebuilds to what he wants.
That's my next question.
That's the one thing he couldn't do when Ronaldo was there.
But that's my next question, though, because you said it before. He's coached all of these players practically, besides with Vinicius, I think.
Yeah, Vinicius is not the one. I think Vinicius, Reguilón, and some other players he hasn't.
Yeah.
Solari is another one he hasn't coached.
Really not coached, but definitely has seen since they were like.
Yeah,
no, he said he's been to the soccer games. He's watched Real Madrid throughout this whole year that almost a year that he hasn't been there. So he's been on top of it.
No, but
it's just that
Vinicius Jr. was bought when Zidane was still in charge, wasn't he?
Correct. Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's just that he didn't come in until he turned 18, which is at the end of the season.
But he knew of him.
Yeah, he knew of him. He knew his quality. He just had to test it out himself under his guidance. And now he's going to be able to do that as soon as Vinicius is back
healthy.
Stefan Blanc, and I will not. I'll say because you commented, but he said Zizou ain't going to do shit. He's a Barca fan, just in case you guys are wondering.
Is that your okay? Well, what's his name?
Stefan.
You will be eating your words in the next, I want to say, season.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, all right. So, again, back to the question. So, yeah, he can now build his team. But let's say, again, he's coached the majority of these players. What should be expected of him next season? And is he going to bring players into summer, big players into summer?
I say 3 big players.
3 big players.
3 big players. Shit. Mbappe, I think, is the top of his list. Honest to God, that's the one, number one. I think if he asked for one, is that one. I think Hazard is another one. Neymar, I don't see him coming.
Not yet.
This is time for him to come. It's not yet. It's like it's now or never. So it's Neymar, Hazard, and some other player that he.
Neymar, man.
That's the thing. We need a defender.
We do.
We need defenders.
Center back, left back, right back.
I feel center back is what we need.
I think Ramos might be out.
The thing is that Nacho, he's amazing. I love Nacho, but I think Pepe left a big gap.
Yes,
and it's hard. It's been hard to fill.
I feel like Nacho is more of a fullback.
Well, what's more likely for Zidane to bring in though? Because realistically, who's hot on the transfer list? Those 3 names you mentioned: Hazard, Neymar, and Mbappe. He's going to build a team right now, you're saying. He has youth in the squad. Now he's going to build a squad. Which one of these 3 players do you think are going to come in? Or do you think Perez was trying to hint something when he said to the press earlier
that
he wants both Neymar and Mbappe?
That's the thing. He said that.
But that's saying that is, it's a statement.
Both. It could mean that he's really eyeing them, or he's just fucking around with the press and see what they can come up with. Either or. I wouldn't mind. I really want Mbappe here. Mm-hmm. I'd love and plus it's that French connection, man. I'd love it. Also, don't forget, Pogba said that he wants to be in La Liga next year.
He's on the Barca though. He's on the Barca.
He's saying that the French influence.
Rakitic just turned 31. So
yeah, we'll see. But transfer rumors aside.
Modric is also up there in age.
So
yeah, that's true. That's why I think my 3 transfers that possibility for Madrid under Zidane, but as well as working around with Florentino Perez, Mbappe, of course, Hazard, if Chelsea will let him go because that whole restriction thing for Chelsea. And the other one is actually, I really believe, Eriksen.
I actually had him in mind too.
I can see that. Yep.
Me being a Spurs fan, I would hate that for Spurs, but I'll love that for Madrid.
I mean, it'd be a great time to have there.
Love it for Spurs for him not to be there, and even more for Real Madrid.
We'll see what Zidane does because he loves his players that he's developed. He loves Benzema. We all know that for a fact.
I wouldn't be surprised if Benzema stays for another season.
Yeah.
Well, Benzema has few moments of forms, glory and all that.
Yeah, he's carried most of the season. Yeah. Him and Lucas Vázquez, which I thought he was going to end up leaving at the end of the season. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up staying for a little longer.
Yeah. So, I guess, what is Zidane going to end the season with? On a high or on a low? And with that, we'll end it.
Okay, so I think it doesn't matter how the next 11 games end. It's not his fault. But he can do literally everything. He wants to put Navas up as a fucking striker. He can do it. The next 11 games,
So you're a hall pass right now.
Basically, as long as he keeps up in the top 4, I really don't care what happens. But I don't. That's not what he came in for.
No,
he came in to win, and I wouldn't be surprised if out of the 11 we win 11 or at least 9 of them in tie 2. My wishful thinking. It could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. I've eaten my words a lot lately. But that's what I think is going to happen.
It's a high and low for me. 50-50. It's going to be 50-50 because, like I said, Zidane's coming to a broken team. Players injured, players angry, players, not enjoying their football at Madrid. It's a broken team. So I think it's going to start off slow. It may start off high, but I see it on a start off like pretty slow, I mean, Madrid did win 4-1 this past weekend.
They struggled to get that result too.
They did, but it was an away match.
It
was, that's true. It was an away match, 4-1. That's a good start, especially Zidane coming in, and who they play next.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't even know. Oh, Celta Vigo.
Celta Vigo. Their next two matches are at home before they have to go.
Hey, we lost 3 in a row.
Before they have to go to Barcelona and Champions League game, but they play 2 home matches to 2 low side teams, and before they have to go to La Mestalla to visit Valencia, and that's always a good match. And Zizou knows what to fucking do. I think it's gonna start off slow, but it's definitely gonna end on a high note. So all your haters can
let them know, Josue. Let them know.
Suck it.
Oh man, I completely wish that you're absolutely right on everything you're saying.
I think it's gonna bite me in the ass real hard.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll see.
Just get used to either your words in this podcast.
I think we'll see. We'll have a better. I mean, not even a better preview, just an assumption of how he's going to perform next season after these 11 games, which we'll do that at that time. With that being said, this was fun. This was cool. Our first emergency podcast and first YouTube live video, right?
Second.
We've
done this before.
Guys, if you want to know where to listen to us, you can do us on podcasts everywhere across the world on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play at Benchwarmers FC.
Yep.
And if you want to see us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Benchwarmers FC1.
And if you want to join our live stream on YouTube, you can do that on Benchwarmers FC TV. And if you want to email us for anything, literally anything, even spam, you can email us at benchwarmersfc.com.
Not spam.
Not spam.
Also, do you know what they should do when they get to our YouTube page?
What was that?
Do you know what they should do when they get to our YouTube page? If you can make it
subscribe.
Yeah. Okay, you guys.
Subscribe. Just hit that like button and subscribe.
Let's go. All right, guys. That being said, have a good night. Catch you next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.